Okay, so the trade deadline is today, and I thought I'd hop on here and discuss a couple things that make me very mad about the trade deadline. But first, I do have to clarify in my previous video that I was indeed not drafted by the Los Angeles Angels. I believe a lot of you actually do believe I'm currently playing professional baseball, and that's not the case. If the Los Angeles Angels want to offer me a contract, I'd be happy to do that. But right now, I'm not playing professional baseball. And number two, if you missed it, I can't post highlights on this channel right now. I have a second channel. I'll put that in the description where I'm posting right now. But what I want to say today is that when teams make trades that have prospects in them, you really got to stop reacting so strongly. And I know it's hard to not be reactionary in situations like that, especially when there's so much um, promise, I guess you would say, about prospects, right? Like, what if that prospect could be the next Tatis Jr. or Vladdy or whoever, Juan Soto, Acuna, you never know, right? But with every prospect that becomes a superstar, there's multiple, I don't know, 10, 12, I don't even know what number to attach to it, but there's many, many prospects that become absolutely nothing, right? So we have to stop saying a team got fleeced. I know a lot of people say do stuff on Twitter just to get likes. That's kind of the society we live in. But we really got to stop being so reactionary. And I'm mainly making this video about the Blue Jays trade, where they acquired Jose Berrios, who is under contract until the end of 2022. So the Blue Jays are going to get 1.5 years out of him, and hopefully they can re-sign him. And they are trading their fifth overall pick from last year, Austin Martin, and Simeon Woods-Richardson, who they got in the Marcus Stroman deal, along with Anthony Kay. Now, there are a lot of Jays fans on Twitter that are very angry with the notion that we traded away Austin Martin. And sure, he's a great prospect, but I think there's I don't know how to say this. I think there's just an image of what Austin Martin or whatever a top prospect is in your system. We can make this general as well, but an image of what Austin Martin is. He was a first rounder last year, fifth overall, and a lot of analysts thought he was the best player in the draft, right? But prior to this season, he had never played a professional game, right? And what we're learning is that he does have more concerns than what we originally thought. Currently, he has a 424 on base percentage in Double A, which is obviously phenomenal. That's great. He has a great skill to get on base, which, if you know, like getting on base means you're not getting out, and that's a good thing because you only have 27 of those outs in a game. However, let me put this up. He only has a 383 slugging percentage, which is a concern. That he does not have much power. And I was making jokes on Twitter this morning saying that he's just David Fletcher with better eyesight, you know? So the evaluation of a player changes as we see him play more professional baseball games, correct? So just because he was the fifth overall pick last year in contention for number one overall, and he was a top 20 prospect heading into this season, it's very clear that the Blue Jays have relative concerns with what his ceiling is based on this, so far, this inability to hit for power, right? So all I'm saying is that opinions on prospects can change throughout the season. And what you're seeing now is the vision of kind of what you thought Austin Martin could be, or again, any prospect that your team may have traded away, is probably different than it was at the start of the season. So it's important to not react so strongly. I know we're all diehard fans here, but it's important to not like say who won a trade within 5 minutes of it going down. And I think I actually created a genius idea on Twitter today. There needs to be a Twitter bot in place that if a person tweets out who won a trade within 5 minutes of it being done, that tweet needs to be automatically retweeted in 5 years. Just and then we'll see who actually won the trade. All right. So Twitter, if you want to pay me for that idea, I'd be very down. All right, that's all I have to say. Hopefully the trade deadline is fun. We got a couple more hours here as I record this, and you know, I'm excited to see Jose Berrios in a Jays uniform. Jays are returning to Toronto. Jose Berrios is coming. AL East title soon? Huh?